welcome to Vlogmas Day. Gosh, I don't even know what this is now, 22. So today I'm working on my quilt, and honestly it's just making me so happy. It is such a joy to not have to worry about fitting clothing, although it is very monotonous. I'm just really enjoying seeing it come together. Not that I've even started to sew the blocks together yet. I've only done my half square triangles. Let me show you. So I've sewn all of my half square triangles together. This is like 70 something half square triangles, by the way. And now I have to use my 3.5 inch ruler to neaten them up so that they will then look like this. How pretty are those? I mean, this is just making me so happy, just giving me so much joy looking at this coming together. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. I still do not have a backing, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, but really happy with my progress so far. And I have all my baggies there, so I'm going to go ahead and neaten all of these up to look like these 3.5 inch squares. This flannel is picking up everything. And then I'm going to get started working on my blocks and see how much I can knock out today. Oh, hubby and I decided that we will not be using the text for multiple reasons. Number one, we think it looks more like buffalo plaid when it's just this one print. And also, if I do use the text, then when I'm doing my half square triangles, I'll have to pay attention to make sure that the text isn't upside down. And I really don't have time for that anyway. So yeah, we're going with this to match my cushion. So I'm gonna neaten all of this up, and then I'll start getting my blocks together, and then I'll pick you guys back up. You guys, I've been buried in the sewing room on the 3.5 inch squares for the entire day. I think it's about 6 o'clock now. Didn't even check the time before I came on here, but I have finished 5 blocks finally. Blocks are taking way longer than I expected them to, so it seems like I'm gonna be burning the midnight oil tonight. 5 blocks means that I am just about quarter way, which sounds insane, but let me show you what those 5 blocks look like. So here are my 5 blocks and my feet. So now I am about to finally start getting some white into this. This is block 6, which is right here with those 2 whites. Then I'll start to see a little bit more of the snowflake here, and then back to just another 2 blocks, 1 block of white, and then this one. Really looking forward to this one and this one. I think these 3 here is where you really start to see the snowflake coming together. So yeah, I am going to see how many more blocks I can get done. I think I can only do 2 more before I pass out, honestly. This is rough. And also, here's something really funny. As I walk closer, you should hear the sound, but it's 24 hours later, you guys. 24 hours later, I'm in the dark. 24 hours later, and the grass is still cutting. I don't know how that is even possible. Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. Can you turn on the living room light?
Okay, turning the living room light on.
Yo, 24 hours later. I swear to you, grass cutting started again from early this morning. It's been 2 days straight of grass cutting. I've been just trying to mind my business and get my quilt done, but I'll be lying if I said that it wasn't driving me insane. It seems like if everybody left the lawns to be cut 2 days before Christmas. Anyway, I don't foresee very much more happening on the vlog today, because I'm just gonna be in here powering away at this quilt. So I'm thinking you guys may not see me until tomorrow, which means there are only 2 clips from today, which is kind of crazy. I actually just got out the shower So I do have some water on my face. Yeah, I was melting away in here, so I actually just went to take a shower to then come back and sweat away in here, which probably didn't make any sense, but I really felt the need to take a shower. And I guess taking a shower was also a good mental break, because these tasks really monotonous, and it's very easy to lose focus and start making mistakes when you're stitching the same thing over and over and over and over again, which is why I'm really happy that there's a little bit of white coming in now, just to break it up a bit. So yeah, back to the quilt, and I may come back on here before I go to bed just to show you how far I got to and then I'll pick you guys back up in the morning. Morning, y'all. Just woke up. I didn't get too far last night with my quilt. The blocks are taking way longer than I expected, so I'm only at block 7, I think it is, of 20, and today is Christmas Eve. It's day number 23. So I got some advice from my mom and Hubs, and I think I'm deciding to put the quilt just a little bit on hold for now and probably turn it into like a New Year's quilt. The winter season is now starting anyway overseas, so it being a snowflake quilt is still fine. Christmas season here goes a bit into January, so I think it'll be fine. And also it's not cold enough here yet for me to be covered up in a quilt. I mean, it was more going to be a decorative piece, but it usually gets colder at night around February. I mean, I know y'all are laughing when I'm saying cold. Last year it got to 21 degrees. I know it sounds really bad, but to me that was freezing, and I was cuddled up on the couch with a throw. So hopefully I'll get my quilt done in the next couple of days to be ready for whenever it gets cold. I think I want to work on my Cassie dress instead. It is supposed to be a simple sew, and if I find that it's not, I'm just gonna put that off as well, because today I have the worst backache, shoulder ache, and neck ache. I think I've just pushed myself too hard for the last couple of days, especially with the quilt. So yeah, I think I was a bit over ambitious there. I feel like in order for me to really enjoy the quilting process, it needs to be a slow process. I'm really enjoying seeing it come together. It's giving me lots of joy, but rushing it is taken away from that. So yeah, I think I need to take away that tight deadline so I can really enjoy the process. But let me show you what the 7 blocks look like. So this is what it's looking like right now. You can finally see 2 little pieces of the snowflake. Yeah, so I'm only on the 2nd row. Let me show you the chart. So this is the chart. I am right here. So lots more blocks to go, and my machine is struggling a bit to sew the white flannel for some reason, so that is also taking extra time. So yeah, now I'm trying to decide if I want to get started on the Cassie dress. The reason I want to do it is because I actually want that dress to wear on Christmas Day for our family luncheon. So I think I want to make the maxi version of the Cassie dress in that beige color leopard crinkle rayon fabric. But I don't know if I'm really battling right now, trying to figure out if I should push myself to do that or if I should just chill, because to be honest, the house is not Christmas ready. So I'm like, should I chill a bit and then try to sort out the house a little bit more, or should I really push and try to get this Cassie dress made up? I don't know. What I think I may do is go through my wardrobe and see if there is something that I want to wear on Christmas Day. And if there is, then I guess I would just put off the Cassie dress as well, because I really need a break physically. Like mentally, I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to get this quilt made up, ready to get my Cassie dress made up, but physically my body is saying no. So yeah, I even wanted to sew up M6044 for hubs for Christmas, but yeah, that is out of the question, because I know if I try to do that now, I will probably make mistakes. The Cassie is a pretty straightforward sew. You just have to gather 3 tears and then attach those to the bodice, and it's a dolman sleeve, so no sleeves to set in or anything. It really should go easily and quickly. I think the biggest part for me is the fact I have to trace out my size, and then I would prefer to take the bodice piece and make a mock-up just in case, so that's gonna add extra time as well. So I don't know, but as the day goes on, you guys will see what I decided to do. But for sure, I think for sure the quilt is on hold for now. So guys, I actually decided to stop with the sewing for a minute and get some decorations up. So I have my reindeers. These reindeers I made since 2015. They're actually falling apart now and the noses are dropping off, but we're going to use them again. And let me show you guys what else I did. So I started setting the table. If you watched Vlogmas last year, you know all of this stuff already. We're using the same stuff. I have some lights up on the mirror. Hello. That plugs in there. Blocking you guys out because there's so much crap on the ground right now. But yeah, I have this little thing going on here. As you can see, I need to clean the other side of the counter now, but at least the front the front is done, and it looks really pretty when the lights are on. Let me show you guys. Here we go. So yeah, this is what it looks like with the lights on. Not too shabby for a quick little thing. Hubby's going to be very surprised when he gets home. So that is what I've been busy doing. Now I am tidying up the rest of in here and also sweeping and mopping, because y'all, I swept before I started decorating, and just from opening those old Christmas boxes, there's dust and glitter all over the house. So that's the story of my life today. I also did this little quick centerpiece thing for that little table, and I did a thing on the TV stand. And look at that nice big box under the tree. That is from my mommy. Got it via DHL on Saturday, so it made it here in time for Christmas. Thank goodness. So I have something to open on Christmas Day. And the last thing I did, I shoved 2 tree picks into the curtains just to make it a little bit more festive in here. So guys, that is what I'm up to today. I kind of just decided to put all this sewing on hold and get in here looking Christmassy, and then I'll get back to the sewing maybe a little bit later on. So I'm going to keep on tidying and decorating so that hubby can have a nice surprise when he gets home. And I'll pick you guys up whenever there's something else going on. Guys, I just finished tracing off my Cassie pattern, held it up against me and was like, this is looking a little bit small. So I went to measure myself. I have gone up an entire size. I was cutting size 16, but I think I actually need to cut size 18, just because this is supposed to be a loose fitting dress. So I was cutting the 16 with the bust. The finished bust for the 16 is something like 42.5. And I chose that size because from my memory, my bust measured 40 and a half, but now that I just measured over, my bust is more like 41 and a half, 42, so maybe like 41 and 3/4. So 42 and a half is not going to give me enough ease, especially with a dormant sleeve. So I think I need to go up to the size 18. I think the finished bust for the size 18 is like 44 and a half. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go to the 18, and then if it is that it is a little bit too big or whatever, I could always take it in, but I prefer it to be too big than too small at this point, because to be honest, I don't really have intentions of making a muslin anymore. So I'm gonna have to trace the pattern over. Hey, at least I got my Christmas decorations up. I'm just all over the place today, you guys. Change of plans. So I just spoke to folks at Emporio, and now I think I'm just gonna since I have the 16 traced already, I think I'll just make a quick mock-up of the bodice of the 16 before I go and retrace another size all over again, only to find out that 16 would have worked. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am going to, then I'll let you guys know if I have to retrace or if the 16 is good to go. I have glitter on me and it just came out the show. Oh, hi guys, so I wanted to show you my muslin for the size 16 Cassie bodice. It definitely has enough room. That's not the problem. The problem is, I don't know if you can tell where the shoulder seam is. I need a pretty significant forward shoulder adjustment, like a good 3/4 inch. I think you could see it even better on my right side. Yeah, my shoulder point is more like here, so about 3/4. Apart from that, I am happy with the fit of the bodice. It is sort of fitted, but not. Like, it's just kind of skimming me, which is what I want. I did lower the darts an inch, and now I realize that once there's the weight of the skirt, the darts are actually going to be too low, so I'm going to put them back to the original point. And then, because of the forward shoulder adjustment, all of the chewing up and stuff that I'm having to do with the shoulders and the neckline, I think I am going to just scoop the front a little bit lower. So what I'm going to do is actually cut this neckline on the mock-up that I'm wearing, just to make sure before I actually cut my fabric. But I'm definitely happy with the 16, happy that I did not go up to the 18. Okay, so this is with it a little bit more scooped. It's a lot wider than I would like, so I think I'm actually just gonna copy the neckline from another pattern and have it in a little bit closer with a nicer scoop, because I kind of just freehanded this and I don't like it. So I'm gonna copy the neckline from a different pattern, both the front and the back actually, so that it's not this wide. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end off today's vlog here. It's probably going to be a short one. I don't know what my plans are yet for Christmas Eve. We'll see how Vlogmas goes tomorrow. If you've made it this far with me, day 23, thank you so much for sticking it with me this year. It was definitely just a little bit too ambitious of me to do Vlogmas this year, but at least we made it to day 23 by some miracle. So I am going to fiddle with this a little bit more, and hopefully tomorrow you guys will see my completed Cassie dress. So I'm out, and I will catch you in my next episode of Vlogmas. Bye.